Just do some random musings. You may notice a little windy sound, which you often get in these iPhones when you're videoing something, but today's a little windier than it was yesterday. And I thought I'd talk to you first about horses and wind. Horses, well, let's put it this way, a lot of them don't like the wind. So if you're getting on a horse and it's windy and you haven't done that before, or you're riding a horse someplace and the wind just picks up all of a sudden, don't be surprised if they don't get kind of wound up and jumpy and even frisky and maybe a little harder to ride than usual. Another random musing about the wind related, is if you look in the shadow here, you'll see cowboy hat. That's a baseball cap. Why is that related to the wind? Well, I mean, as much as I like cowboy hats, and they're a religion for lots of folks, I don't know why people wear them riding horses. I do now and then. I know about the shade and all that. Just supposedly heard the history of how cowboy hats were invented by Stetson. But they just blow off. So one of the times many times I've been thrown off. There we go. Good little canter. That's a good girl. Didn't make the film that much better though. And there's her horse boyfriend. One of the times I was thrown off was in the wind. Blew the cowboy hat off I was wearing, scared my horse, and I ended up on the ground. Baseball hats don't have that problem. They don't blow off as easy. And that's her horse boyfriend off there in the distance. You can't see him. Big old paint. He just called to her. I think his name is Remy. And that's her calling back to her boyfriend. She's a typical mare. Should have told you that. I guess you probably knew from her name being Brookie. Very macho. Anyway, if you get a cowboy hat that stays out of the wind, you either have to have it glued on or have it so tight it gives you a headache, which I don't like. You can get these strings on them. I think they're called Stampede strings or something along those lines. So if it does blow off, supposedly you don't lose it. But I just never did figure what it is about cowboy hats other than on a nice calm day with no wind, or if you're not riding too hard, was such a great idea. Here's Norman and Brookie. So that's the end of those random musings.